Good morning, good morning, good morning. Of course, by the time you see this, it's probably going to be close to lunchtime by the time this posts. Okay, so today I am tapping into the energies. I said I would do a reading on this on the video that I did yesterday concerning these allegations, criminal complaint against Pennsylvania Governor Joshua Shapiro. I got the Trish's investigations deck. I might pull out my true crime deck if I'm called to. And I've got the predictions deck. I want to get the goods on this to see what is going on. And before we dig into the reading, as always, remember that this is for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact. It's a card reading. My opinion. I encourage you to do your own research, throw your own cards, form your own opinions. After all, as I always say, I'm just a blonde throwing cards here. Okay, let's dig into these energies. Let's see what is going on here. I didn't even choose a tarot deck. That's bad. Maybe I'm not meant to use tarot today. Just thought about that. Okay. Let's just let the cards pop. I was going to cut the deck, and I said no. They said let the cards pop out. So that's too big of a clump. We're putting those back. Sometimes that happens when it's a big clump. I like them to fall out in one or two at a time. Then I know they're supposed to. Okay, let's see what we got on the table so far. Let's get the overall energy. Holy shit. I shit you not. Two crimes connected. Boom. Empress. Yeah, there's something here. Okay, let's get the rest of the cards. Judgment. Are you freaking kidding me? The Chariot. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, this is good. This is some good stuff here. The Fool. Ooh. Let's just do this. So it's not stretching your eyes. Undercover. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let me ground myself and get back. This is huge. This is really huge. We have the Empress dead center here. What does this mean? We have a woman, namely the whistleblower, who is casting judgment on Shapiro for more than one crime. It's not just the planning of that attempt on Trump. There's something else there. And she's blowing the whistle for. And it feels like shit's going to get real. Then we have the Chariot. This is vehicles or moved. There is something about transportation as well. And then with the Fool is taking a risk undercover. So, and the Chariot to me is more than just a vehicle or moved. It's movement, progression. So we've got this judgment put forth, right? We got the criminal complaint and her affidavit. She took a huge risk. I feel like the woman coming out was undercover. I'm wondering who paid her to be undercover. But she was undercover gathering intel on what was going on in the Shapiro camp. Then we've got with this chariot as things are moving forward. And she knows, but she's got this under control. She's taken a huge risk on coming out with this stuff. And two crimes connected. I said it in the video yesterday. Some heads are going to roll. So I want to ask, tell me more about, I want to know more about these two crimes that are connected. Tell me more about these two crimes that are connected. What are these two crimes that are connected? Okay. The two crimes that are connected. Interesting. We've got a person of interest. We have resilience, slow progress. So, and this investigation probably over the past several months has been going on. Hermit, left in the dark. Aggressive attack, that's exactly what this was. Cannot see clearly. Right now, there's a reason why things are not. I don't know the exact reason, but there's a reason why things are not coming out in the media. It's almost like they want more information before they publicize this. Blindfolded, kept in the dark. Then we got this Leo energy almost, but this is Mars energy. Or not Mars, Leo, the lion, attack, aggressive, in protection. So, about those two crimes, we have a person of interest and slow progress. So, I don't think that everything's going to come out in the immediate future. Oh, I got a card laying on the table. This was just laying there. And I shit you not. The devil. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of deception, a lot of evil workings, two crimes connected, and there is a person of interest that's higher than Shapiro. Shapiro, what I'm getting here is Shapiro was a puppet in this whole thing. But there's somebody bigger involved. Okay? And it's going to take a while to unravel everything. Meanwhile, us as a collective, us as the public, we're being kept in the dark about this attack. So it's like, oh! I was just shown this. Thomas Crook, the patsy, the one who did it, was left into the dark about why. He just knew that he had to try to take Trump out. He didn't even know. He had no clue how high this actually went. He may not even be aware that it had to do with Shapiro either. But the two crimes connected involves aggressive attacks, the two assassination attempts. Both of them. The one at Butler, PA, and the one when Trump was on the golf course. That Secret Service saw the rifle before any shots were fired. The two crimes connected. Two aggressive attacks. Oh, the cards are speaking. But it's going to take a while. But there is this energy. And I'm seeing all this light here. Light's going to be shined on the devil. Mark my words. He will be revealed. He or she will be revealed. And if you remember correctly, from the affidavit that Biden made several trips, had several meetings with Shapiro before July 13th. Hidden clues. There's going to be a breakthrough. The star is going to be. This is telling me that when there's more information and something solid, which it feels like it's coming through, social media, news networks, it is going to blow up. I want to say, if you are a Democrat, I apologize, but the Democratic Party is going to have a hell of a time recovering from this because of stupid decisions that people made. And you know what? They tried to take him out, and it didn't work. He still got elected. He still got inaugurated. He's in office. He's in power. So what all these futile attempts to take him out, what did it accomplish for the Democratic Party? Even if there are honest politicians, if there is such thing as an honest politician, but let's assume that there are. Even if there's any honest Democratic politicians, they're going to be carrying this cloud with them as well. Because what this has accomplished is it makes the whole Democratic Party look shady as shit. Okay? Makes the whole Democratic Party look super corrupt. And I apologize. I've got my headset on with the mic. If you hear me gulp, that's because I took a sip of coffee. Let's look at the predictions deck. Let's take a look at what might be coming up in regards to this. Like, I'm curious if I saw the judgment card. Is somebody passing judgment on him? It looks like this is going to hit mainstream media. And it's going to explode. It's going to be big. Shapiro's going to be in the spotlight, especially for the fact that he was almost this close, but close only counts in horseshoes, right? But this close to being the vice president nominee on the Democratic ticket with Kamala. Wow. There was a reason why Kamala did not choose him as her running mate to be on the ticket with her. Okay. Okay, let's see what the predictions deck wants us to tell us about the future time. Okay, that is confirmation. They're going to tell us what's going to be happening in the future time with this thing with Shapiro. Please say incarceration. Oops, did I really say that? As you could tell, I have no love lost with my feelings with this, with Shapiro. You know, it's... And I'm sorry if you're from Pennsylvania with me also. I mean no offense, but I used to say, what stupid Pennsylvanians voted him in? I know I didn't. But then I also think, Oh, two crimes connected because there's something dealing with voter fraud in Delaware County, Pennsylvania in the 2020 election also. So there are, yeah, there's multiple. Okay. Consequences. There are consequences. Damage is done. Volcano or mountains. I said this was going to explode, and it's going to. Um, change is coming. And it was all done for money. I say money and power. Rescue, revived. He's. It's like I'm not sure what the rescue and revived is about. Oh, it's the Democratic Party. This is saying it's going to explode. The damage is now done, and it's going to bring about a big change. This all was done for money and power, and there could even be money being paid out to try to recover from this. That's interesting. A lot of money to try to recover, whether that is Shapiro or the Democratic Party. Let's ask this. This looks like charges are going to go through, and there's a lot of damage there. And I said, what did I just say before those cards came out? I said that it's going to, every Democrat is going to, whether they are like Honest Abe or if they are corrupt, okay, they are going to have a cloud hanging over their head for a long time after this goes viral, okay, per se. And I see it going viral. News networks are going to be picking this up, and mainstream media is going to be picking it up. And I said it's going to make the Democratic Party look like shit. And it's coming out. They are. And it's going to take them a while to recover and try to revive that party because the damage has been done. This is major. This is major. And I have to say this. I have to be totally honest. I have met some politicians, people in politics that were Democrats, and I liked them. I don't care what party they are from. I should go with my gut, who I feel would do the best job and have the citizens' interests in mind, not just self-serving, okay, and screwing us over. And, there were some Democrats I thought were decent. But, so I'm not saying I think that every Democrat is shady, but things like this, it's happening, makes Democrats look shady. Assistance, help, distraction. Right. They're looking for the money is going to be paid out to hire help to create some kind of distraction or illusion. In other words, let's cover this shit up. I still see it coming out in mainstream media. But they're going to see who can be bought to sweep this under the rug. I've been looking and looking and looking. I want to see the justice card. Something dealing with justice. In order, it's like, let's see, will Shapiro be brought to justice? First card out, battle worship. Um, Surprise attack. Corrupt dealings. Oh, there's more to it. This feels like Shapiro's going to be in the fight for his career. He's going to be at war with everybody. It's going to be a large explosion. That surprise attack. He was not. This is a surprise to him. He was not expecting this about his corrupt dealings. Let's see. This isn't saying for sure if he's going to be brought to justice. Lies and deception. I still see people lying for him. Tension escalates. Farming industry. I don't know how that relates, but it could. Big news. The farming could be anything. It could be farming anything out. If you think about it, that is also a term in customer service relations. Oh, we're going to farm, or any kind of like manufacturing, we're going to farm this task out to this kind of company. Okay? Doesn't have to be farmland. There's going to be a lot of tension. I still see this being big news. And there's tension. Surveillance record. You can't get away from that. Support role. Supportive role. Floods, heavy rain. I think, okay. This is saying it's going to, remember I said it was going to take a while. It's going to take a while for anything to happen in this. But floods, heavy rain, that could be weather related, but I don't think so. I think it's figuratively. It's like, I feel like justice raining down. He's going to feel like he's drowning. He's going to be reaching out for support. I still say he's going to try to pay people to cover shit up. But, oh, holy shit. Under the deck, resigns, leaves office, health matters. Oh, he's going to resign. He may resign before shit really happens. He's going to claim the reason why he's resigning from office is because of health matters. This goes so freaking deep. I'm getting so many images that I feel like my brain is about ready to explode out of my head right now. So, to sum this all up, what I'm getting is that he's guilty of sin. There's at least 2 crimes connected, maybe even multiple. Some of it deals with voter fraud in Delaware County. We have that whistleblower who's bringing judgment down on him. But as the investigation goes on, we're going to be left in the dark for a while. It's like, unless you really dig, it's not going to be in mainstream media right now. That's going to take some time. But it's going to come to a head. because he is going to try to get, or even the Republican Party, in order to revive things, to recover from this hit, paying people to put out lies and fake news out there. But the big news is going to be him resigning, and it's going to look suspicious as shit following all these allegations. This is a mess. It's a mess. But I see him resigning. And everything's going to fall downhill. I'm not seeing for sure about charges being filed. I want to say there will be, but I think it's uncertain. I think there's a reason why I'm not being given a definite answer on that. Because I think things are a little bit up in the air energetically. Business tycoon trying to spreading, mutating, spreading the money around to clean up the damage that was done by this cyclone. But we've got security cameras here. There was surveillance here. There's the fake news and unclear. They're going to put out fake news that's going to make things really unclear about the attempted takeout. Wreckage and damage. Damage control. I swear there's some other thing. There may have been, there might be a disaster that he's involved in that is downgraded. Makes me wonder about what happened, the plane crash, betrayed or backstabbed, holding power. Okay. This is Trump. Okay. He's holding his power. Or this might not even be Trump. Or it could be somebody in a place of power. Because this is more about Shapiro. Okay. There is some kind of disaster happening. Or if it hasn't happened already, it will. And it's downgraded, as a disaster or something like that. But there's a backstabber in Shapiro's camp as well, who has a very powerful position. So I see a betrayal here. Somebody that Shapiro thinks is in his corner is going to have his back, going to be able to cover everything up. There's exposure. Holding power, that could also be a judge. Oh, a judge that he thought was bought and paid for does a 180 on him. That's what this is. A judge that Shapiro thinks is bought and paid for. It's going to do a 180. Shapiro's going to feel the sting. He's going to feel backstabbed. Because you can't deny, we've got security cameras, we've got, there's another one here, security cameras, surveillance was in here somewhere. Surveillance record. There is something caught on security camera that cannot be denied. Shapiro there's no way out for Shapiro on this one. He's going to resign from office and say it's due to health matters. Now, what could be the cover up here is why he's resigning. To save face, paying people off and say, oh, yeah, he's going to do time. He'll it's like sealing the records, whatever happens in court, or something like that, is what I'm picking up. Like, we may be left in the dark about what really happened, and it's going to look like something else to try to save the reputation of the Democratic Party. So I think he's in trouble. He's going to be in serious trouble, but it's going to look like something else. We're going to be lied to, pretty much. But what else is new? We're used to getting lied to by our government, right? And by mainstream media. So we're going to be lied to. But what's going to happen is he is going to go down. I think he's going to be forced into resigning. It's going to be like, well, you want to keep this quiet. Any court documents, any kind of litigations, you want quiet on the download, sealed, not talked about publicly. Well, you need to resign. I think it's going to be like an ultimatum type thing. It says, and we'll tell people that you have some health issues and you have to resign office. There's something shady there. But I think he is going to be in big trouble. And I'm baffled about how they could keep something like this from the American people. But they're sure as hell going to try. There's a backstabber in there, though. That could be the judge. Somebody in power that stabs Shapiro in the back. Like a judge that he thought was bought and paid for, and the judge like flips on him, or something to that effect. It's what I'm getting. I wonder if somebody's going to leak it. Maybe that comes out, that slow process. I said it's going to take a while. Maybe it takes a while for us to know what really happened. Take a while for a leak, for this whole case to spring a leak. I think they're going to try to seal it up tight where we know nothing. Like I said, to save the reputation of the Democratic Party. But I think it's going to spring a leak. Because when I was looking at that, I already put the cards away. But when I was looking at that card of that betrayal, I saw that sharp, like, dagger or whatever. And I'm thinking, that you punch a hole and it springs a leak. I just saw like a leak flowing out. Like a balloon being punctured, or it's like either that, or I just saw an object like filled with water, it being stabbed, and it's springing this leak, and it's leaking out. It's like something the case is clad tight. Boom, backstabber, and then there's stuff being leaked out of the case, and I'm willing to bet that that's what happens. And let me tell you, if they try this, and that once that leak is sprung, if I was in the Democratic Party, I would be saying, well, we need to do things up and up. We have to do things honestly. That's the only way that we are going to regain any kind of traction in the political arena. Because everybody's looking at Democrats as all a bunch of liars. And I think the only way to get the reputation back and to be a strong party again is they're going to have to be honest. Plain and simple. This Shapiro thing, when Shapiro's trying to bribe people, call it out. Say, oh, Shapiro just tried to bribe me. Don't take the fucking bribe. There's going to be a leak sprung, and your name's going to be brought into it, whoever that is for. They will probably never see this video, but I'm just saying. When that hole is punctured and that leak is sprung, oh, there's going to be a boatload of people that's going to be shitting their pants. And they brought it on themselves because they couldn't do the honest thing. I mean, if there's any Democratic politicians that would ever watch this video, I need to say, do not accept any bribes. Do the honest thing. That's the best way for you to save face for your political party. And I'm done. I'm done on my little spiel there, and this reading is done. So, with that said, I'll see you guys next time, and I'm dropping the mic.